Hello vlog, I just remembered that you existed right now and it's like 1:30 in the morning. So I'm going to film this real fast and upload it so that I have something up for today. I apologize vlog. So today was Easter. Happy Easter everybody. And today I had Easter dinner with my parents and we watched Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2 on USA because they were doing a Harry Potter marathon. And I decided that today's topic for my vlog is going to be me ranting about how much I hate the ending of Deathly Hallows. There's going to be two parts to that. The first part is going to be the epilogue, just because, I don't know, man, I like, the movie, the adaptation is not my problem here. My problem is just the epilogue in the first place. Just, I don't know, just them being just, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me, you know, and obviously, as most people would agree with me, Albus Severus is a bullshit name for Harry to give his kid. Why would he do that? Dumbledore and Snape were both shitty people. They both sucked in their own unique ways. And I just have a lot of things, but my main thing I wanted to talk about was Voldemort's death. And the reason I wanted to talk about that was because I hate the way they do it in the movie. It sucks, and I hate it. Bear in mind I haven't read Deathly Hallows since 2011, but the whole point of, like, all throughout the books, Dumbledore is always, and I know I just said I didn't like Dumbledore, but we're sticking with it. Dumbledore is always telling people you need to use his name because, you know, the fear of the name only increases fear of the thing itself. And, like, you know, it's a whole thing about, like, Voldemort is trying to make himself, like he calls himself Lord Voldemort, and he makes his followers call him, like, my lord, and, like, he's, like, making himself into a god, right? And, like, the whole point of defeating Voldemort is, like, to show that he was just, like, a nasty, unloved, power-hungry man at the end of the day, you know? He was a man. He was a boy who went to school, and, you know, like, a bunch of bad things happened to him, and he decided that he was going to, you know, be evil. I don't know. My point being, the point is that he was just a dude. He was just a human man. And so in the final battle between Harry and Voldemort, Harry just kills him. Harry just kills Voldemort, and Voldemort, now all of his Horcruxes destroyed, now a mortal human man in, like, his mid-50s, just flops to the ground and dies like any other person would die. He just falls over and he's dead. And his body just sits there, and they have to do something with it, you know? Like, he kills a man, and the man is dead. But in the movie, he turns into Voldemort confetti, and it's the worst. His entire being, like, flakes off into the sky, and it's like, sure, maybe it was cool cinematically, but it completely defeats the purpose of Voldemort's death in the first place, because it almost kind of solidifies his desire to be seen as this, you know, unkillable, godlike, you know, this presence, and it almost completely negates that, because Harry kills him, and instead of just flopping over like a man, he turns into flakes of whatever, and it's such bullshit. It's such a bad way to interpret that scene. And I mean, I have a lot of issues with the movies in general, but that particular scene is one of the ones that really gets my goat, because it just Because some, like, decisions that they make in the filming process aren't, direct from the book, but they make sense narratively. Like, Dumbledore wasn't buried with his wand, but I'm okay with them doing that in the movies because the shot of Voldemort opening his grave and taking out the wand and doing the lightning thing is really cool. And I can forgive that because it doesn't do anything to the narrative that he was buried with his wand and Voldemort had to find it in his grave rather than another way. It doesn't do a lot to the story. But Voldemort not dying like a mortal man is one of the ones that really changes the way that the whole Harry versus Voldemort kind of duality comes to an end. Um, and it's just really frustrating, and I wanted to talk about it. And this is the longest VEDA I've put out so far, which makes me kind of happy. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I just thought that would be fun to talk about because I actually had something to talk about today. Happy VEDA, happy Easter. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.